aí, pessoal, a gente tá aqui dando abertura ao TICTalks, o podcast do MTI aqui em João Pessoa. Eu sou Vinícius Soares, coordenador de engenharia de software aqui no MTI, e a gente tem aqui o Francisco, Jason e o nosso amigo Paulo. Eles vão se apresentar.
So first, welcome, Paulo, Jason. Those who follow or works many solutions to developing systems by MTI. So today we want to share some data of experiences, discuss trends and the best practices using Oracle Apex, and let's go. So Paulo and Jason,
Let them introduce themselves.
what?
Let them introduce themselves.
Well, don't they already know us?
No.
We're not
Yeah,
famous.
well, right.
I thought we were
I know
celebrities
you guys,
here. No?
but I think that the public doesn't.
Okay.
You can start.
All right. I'm Jason Haynes, and I'm an Oracle Apex product manager. I'm based out of Florida in the United States. This is not my first time to Brazil, probably fourth time, but first time in João Pessoa.
All right. So very welcome.
Paulo?
Well, hello guys, my name is Paulo Kinzel. I'm also product manager at Oracle, but instead of staying all the way in the US, I live in the south of Brazil at the state of Rio Grande do Sul.
Right. Very welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So let's talk about a little bit more your backgrounds. So how you did start your careers in Oracle, and when you knows Oracle.
You want me to go first? huh?
Yes.
My gosh. Well, I'm formerly a Java and .NET developer. That's where I was around 2004, 2005, 2006 for a long time. And then I was introduced to this thing called Oracle Apex. It was actually back then known as Application Express,
Yeah.
right? Back with Apex 3.0 thereabouts. And it revolutionized everything. I was like, wow, I was doing Java development. I had to do stuff on tablets for mapping. Right, we had to work with a lot of maps. It's called GIS, Geographic Information Systems Processing, and doing apps like that back then was difficult. You had to use for maps Google Maps. That's all that was out there. And there's MapQuest and Yahoo Maps, and it was very difficult work. And at the end of the day, when I first got introduced to Apex, it revolutionized the way I could deliver solutions for business use cases that worked with Oracle database. So we could use all that Oracle data and make apps that gave us the ability to interact with it with far less effort. And since then, I've been using Apex ever since. And I've been at Oracle now for almost 8 years. And I've been on the product management team for 5 years, officially in May. So I've been very excited to be part of the community, part of making Apex better and better with each release, meeting all the community, being able to travel and meet various customers and seeing all the different use cases put into work, all because of using Apex, they're successful. And I'm excited to share in that success and be able to tell their story and also be able to offer best practices and maybe suggestions on how to solve certain business problems using Apex and Oracle database in the stack. And now that we have Oracle Cloud and now that we have AI, it's all the more better. Just very exciting time to be an Apex developer.
Nice.
Right.
Very
That's brilliant.
So quite similar to Jason, I do have some background with Java and .NET, but not as much as him because I always ended up working as a front-end developer. I would say JavaScript is far more my strength than the other technologies. And around 2019, I guess,
You mean just a few years ago?
just a few years ago,
okay.
like 7 years ago, not much.
Not 20 years ago.
Not 20
Okay.
years, of course. I'm a young guy, you know.
Yes.
So back in 2019, I was presented to Oracle Apex, and I gotta say I was really happy because I was getting fed up of creating HTML buttons and tags and inputs.
Everything changes.
And then I had like this tool that I could just drag and drop stuff.
Yeah.
We used to have that way before all of that, but after the age of the smartphones and HTML5, JavaScript 6, it all changed back to coding, and it was awesome to see a platform that was fighting to get the visual editors back working. So just swapped it to Apex, started working with development, full stack development. It was not awesome to be more productive. And after a while, I guess Oracle just kidnapped me and said, "Yeah, you're gonna be a product manager
It's gonna
now.
be you."
It's you. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just do it."
Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of a game changer when the first time they put this feature that you just mentioned, that you can drag and drop things into the front end. This is awesome. This is actually
Yes, and it is important because as a developer, I really like to understand how things work.
exactly.
But when I'm working, we need to get the job done first. So if we know how we do it, we don't actually have to do it every time. We can just understand that the platform is doing in a standardized way, in an easy way, in a fast way, instead of writing and copying and pasting code everywhere.
Yeah, and you can have the control of everything, and you would know that you are not missing what you want to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Cool.
this is, I think this is one of the biggest game changes for Oracle Apex.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about a little bit more of the Oracle. So what the importance of a partnership with Oracle, with public service and city halls, principally in Brazil. Okay, so take this and what the Oracle view the evolution, the cities.
Wow, that's a complex question.
Since it's about Brazil, you start with the
Yeah, I was even gonna say, if you wanted to start like saying how Oracle started with the public sector in the US, and then I extend to how we're doing in Brazil.
I see how
Yeah,
it is.
because probably it's a different context, you know.
Yeah, but it's very interesting to know the history.
I mean, with public service, so I got actually, when I started using Apex in 2006, over the years, I then migrated into my first public service job before Oracle in 2011. And this was for Hillsborough County in Tampa, Florida. And I was there for about 8 years, and they didn't have Apex. They had Java, they had Cold Fusion, they had .NET, they had Microsoft Access, right? They had all these old technologies. And the ability to bring Apex there solved so many problems. They were already using Oracle database, but for other technologies, they had to pay per user. They had to pay for licensing that was really more expensive. And still, it took them so much longer with their current teams that were doing, .NET development, months to do certain solutions, where I show on the scene and like, give me Apex, give me an Oracle database with Apex, and I can show you how we can do this in hours, like literal hours. We leapfrogged all those attempts that the other teams had in using other technologies to build solutions, and we were successful because of Apex. So from public service, what it meant for us overall is it saved time, it saves money,
A lot of time.
and it benefits all of the actual public that are able to use these apps that are public facing. So in our case, we had many different departments in Hillsborough County. There was fire, right? Fire, what they do, fire EMTs. There's medical examiner. There's animal shelters, like for adopting dogs and things like that. We had built solutions for every one of these departments across 7-8 years. And by the time I left, we had over 80 applications that were in production in use by all these different departments. So just like even now, Oracle today, and for the last many years, every line of business at Oracle internally uses Apex, every one of them. Every employee uses an Apex app through the course of their day, and they may not even realize it. So the same sort of thing with public service is we benefit from that scale and capability without having to pay ridiculous amounts of costs in additional licensing and capabilities, because the platform addresses the needs, and it makes us as developers very successful with far less effort overall. So it's a win-win, definitely a win-win.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think this is there is an obstacle between the people that is knowing Apex right now, so they think, maybe, I don't know, is this low-code architecture, I don't know if I want to do it, because sometimes the developers just think, I'm a hard coder, so I like to do hard code, and we know that right now this is changing a lot, and thank you Oracle Apex to doing this.
At the same time, they need speed and quality to produce new systems.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, and additionally for the public sector here in Brazil, if you guys think of it, it's Oracle has been here for a very long time. Most of the public sector databases are Oracle databases because it has always been secure, reliable. It has always guaranteed the quality that the public sector needs. And now we are getting to a situation like with cloud, with AI, with all that stuff that is here, that they still need to guarantee data sovereignty. We still have here our LGPD, which needs to guarantee the data is safe. And how can they advance, go to the AI era, and still have all the data within our country? How can they make sure that the public's data, the people's data is not being used to train AIs? And we already offer that. We have been offering that as the law progresses, as technology progresses. And that's how we managed to establish such a long-term relationship with the Brazilian government.
So,
nice.
after many years following the market, who do you imagine new features to Oracle help the developers to developing more systems with quality?
Okay, me or you?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Currently, as of May, we now have Apex Lang that you guys have heard of. I know the two of you have heard of it, but for the viewers, Apex Lang is our open specification language, and it works as an auxiliary language to help create code with AI. So people can focus on the intent of what they want to produce. For example, I'd like to have a CRM, a customer management system based on my tables here at the database, and I would like to use this format, that format, this template, and validations XYZ. And the AI agent will do that for them. Plus, it will generate an Oracle Apex application, which automatically guarantees authentication, the security, performance, and many features that the AI, you don't have to spend money with the AI, or you have to know what do those features do. You know that you have the security features, and you can actually think about the business roles.
Exactly.
And that's our biggest difference at the moment with many of our competitors, because with them, you have to build the application, then you will have issues, then you'll find out that,
Correct.
By the way, I have to protect my system against a hacker.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot look at 10 million rows in a page, I need to paginate those. So those small things, they kind of pile up, and our work is to help the users avoid having those issues.
Okay. In our view, what characteristics distinguish the teams that manage with more quality the systems and using the Apex for speed, for developing with speed?
Well, I think one thing to really understand, even from the early days of Apex, back before it was even known Oracle Application Express, is the simple idea that it's based on world-class components. So with Apex, you're not worried about the JavaScript, HTML, and CSS that comes together behind the scenes that makes a certain feature work, or a certain page experience work, or an entire app work. The idea with Apex is these world-class components are simply configured by us as developers, and that configuration is called declarative. And the idea here is, because these things come together like that, we don't have to spend time thinking about how to do it. We just think about the intent. And we use the features in Apex by way of even the original gangster approach of vibe coding right? Apex has been a vibe coding platform for over 20 years. It's just gotten a lot better now with Apex 26.1 and the ability to deterministically represent an app's intent with Apex Lang. So the whole idea here is it just allows us to really concentrate on delivering the solution without having to worry about how all those things in the back end work, including all the number of different features that Oracle Database supports out of the box. Oracle Spatial for mapping, we don't need to be map engineers anymore. If we want to worry about or work with REST endpoints, we don't even need to understand what all that does. But in Apex, there are all these no-code approaches that allow us just to configure the purpose of what the app should do, and it just works. And we can trust it. It's easy to maintain. And all these things come together in a new way thanks to Apex Lang using your favorite coding agent if you choose to do so. And this is another thing about Apex is that it's one of those platforms where you don't have to use AI if you, one, cannot. Like some organizations cannot use AI for development, and some organizations are restricted to what other tools they can use. Apex is a complete solution available in the web browser with no software installed first. Second, now because of Apex 26.1 and Apex Lang, you now today can choose between that integrated development environment in the browser and or using things like VS Code, SQL Developer Extension, and even using Codex or Quad Code or whatever AI solution you wish to, because of the way Apex Lang now becomes the way of representing your application's intent. And it now becomes file-based. And with it being file-based with Apex Lang files, it opens up the whole world of things like source control, doing diffing, code reviews in human readable format, as well as working with merge complex in ways that was never previously possible in an easy way with previous releases of Apex. So it's really a game changer with Apex 26.1 going forward.
Yeah, and I can guarantee that what Jason was talking about right now is a thing that we use a lot here in João Pessoa City Hall. We have dozens of systems that we are already working with Apex. So I will talk about this more later. So yeah, that's it.
Speaking about AI a little bit more, so how what the new features or new project you're working now about the using of AI, for with the exception of the others you have now?
Ooh, they want to know the secrets.
Yes. Just if you can speak, no problem.
Well, we do have the rolling release that we do have at our website usually what's coming next.
Roadmap page.
Our roadmap, thank you. Sometimes I forget the words in English.
So good.
And we are working to further solidify the AI development with our cloud, which is an important feature, and we understand that we need to move towards that direction. We also have been studying and exploring other functionalities, AI-related functionalities, like, for example, how to apply hardness engineering with Apex Lang to generate more consistent apps, and that's, I believe, an issue everyone is having at the moment, that what they ask from any vibe coding platform or AI development platform is not necessarily what they get. The good thing with Apex Lang is that they are getting closer. They know the template. We offer a bunch of templates, so they know what to expect, and it's costing less. That's another huge point for Apex, because if you look at Apex Lang, it is property value. Property value is just parameters, and that's much smaller than a programming language. Why can we do that? Because Apex Lang gets converted to code after, but who worries about the code is the engine, is Apex. It's not the person that is creating the application. And all of that is a big advantage, and is something that we are trying to explore to go even further for the next releases.
Yeah, and this kind of conduct, the way that you guys are doing, you can how can I say it, to get closer to the hard coders, as I can say. You were talking right now about the Oracle OCI, right?
Yeah.
So I can tell that when we work with cloud and we have to kind of set all the variables and all the infrastructure that I have to build inside a cloud infrastructure, and the use of AI to help people to work with OCI. So I can just an example. I can say I want to build a platform that streams like Netflix. So I have the OCI should with AI build an infrastructure with all these features to handle with the public that will use this kind of application. So you are aiming to solve this kind of problem, right?
That's a very complex question. I
would say yes, that would be something we're aiming towards, but you got to understand that a lot of the different solutions would require various technology components that we may not actually even offer on Oracle Cloud out of the box. Now, it doesn't mean you can't use it, you can't deploy it, you definitely can, but there are different things like streaming. That is a big question. That is that answer, how do you stream Netflix, is not a simple solution.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not even a job for Apex, really, at the end of the day. It's going to be more for the middle tier and so forth. But I would say that Oracle in general is trying to work in the direction to make all these technologies come together more seamlessly for the developer and the organization at large. Like even as middle management or even upper management, we don't care how it works. We just want it to be low cost. We want it to be efficient and work. And we want our teams to be able to finish it and move on to the next thing, not have to babysit a solution for years or many years. We don't have that kind of time and money. And that's what Oracle has already achieved in many different aspects of what's available in OCI and other multi-cloud environments because of autonomous database. Now we don't even have to read the instructions or follow the documentation, install Oracle database or the middle tier, or even patch or update Apex in the database. It's all wizard driven. You just click a button and boom, it's done in 30 seconds. Right. So just think about that with all the other technologies, we are getting there. And sooner rather than later, that's what AI is going to help us achieve overall as an organization, offering these services to organizations such as local government and other different customers.
Yeah, Oracle is doing it pretty well.
We know about the importance to the public sector. So what's the importance of this partnership with the private sector? Just the private sector.
Oh, the importance of Oracle, I mean?
Yeah.
If at the end of the day, I would say it's pretty similar. The difference is that the public sector here in Brazil is a huge, if you think of it as a company, it is a huge company. So everything happens in a much larger scale. Like when many companies we are talking about 1,000, 100,000 customers, we are talking about millions of citizens in Brazil. And so everything happens on a grander scale in the public sector, and that makes it a very nice an excellent success case for the private sector. The private sector also has needs. There are many companies in the private sector with very similar requirements as you guys, but usually on a smaller scale. And there is no reason, like if you think of like with software as a service or our platform or our development environment, it works in both cases. It does the same job in both situations. So there is no reason not to offer them the same service. Like, look, guys, we just did this for like our latest success case in our blog. TCU, who uses decentralized applications. Look, guys, we have a big government body that has over, I might be mistaken on this one, but over 500 applications made in Apex. with guaranteed scalability, with high delivery. How about we take a look for you guys? Instead of buying a platform, buying a signature for development platform, so you can have that easy to develop experience. You have an Oracle database. You already have Apex. It is a feature of the data. A feature of the database. It's there. You don't have to pay for something. You already have it. So just use it.
Nice.
You can speak something about this, or?
Well, just in general, I mean, it all starts with data, right? So you're talking about data on Oracle database. If you're in cloud, that's another opportunity because you have the whole regional aspect of it. I mean, just in Brazil, there are 2 regional data centers that OCI has available just in this one country, let alone across the world. And on top of that, data is being collected by all these large organizations and government, local government represents, as Paulo mentioned, up to millions of data points per citizen, right? Whereas most private small business in general, they're representing a lot of data, but I don't think quite the capacity of data that government has. And Oracle is just a great choice for working with those large data sets at scale. Beyond that, because Oracle Database has Apex available as a feature, if you need to build user interfaces or applications that allow end users or private citizens or public citizens to be able to access that data and interact with it, then what better choice than to use something that's already in the database with no other dependencies for the actual purpose and no additional costs, right? So if we're empowering our developers to actually bring those solutions to reality quicker, faster, easier, cheaper, why not? Why would you choose any other platform? Further, in OCI, I mean, we have Oracle Database available in multi-cloud, right? That's a given, whether it's AWS, Google Cloud Platform, or even on Azure, but the cost is less on Oracle's cloud. So public sector is benefiting from those reduced costs, and the fact that we have data center regions here in Brazil means it's closer to you, it's closer to your citizens, it's going to work better, faster, and ultimately cheaper. So you're saving money at scale as well as delivering those solutions to your citizens at scale. And that just makes more sense overall.
Great. In the next 10 years, you imagine Oracle solving other problems for the clients or something like this?
Well, it's very hard to talk about the next 10 years in the AI era. You know that we might be all here on the beach, not working at all, with all those little robots taking over for us. It is hard
in your imagination.
But, yes, but let's say the robots don't take over in the next 5 years then.
That's why I always think.
I believe so. We would like to be here in the next 10 years, right?
Absolutely.
Still bothering you guys, coming to João Pessoa once a year.
We're talking about Apex 36.1.
Yeah,
yes,
it'll be a pleasure.
exactly. And all these amazing features with AGI or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you're still going to need that stack. You're still going to need that infrastructure that makes it all work. I think Oracle's going to continue to be a leader in that space, especially with the ability of leveraging AI across all these data centers that are available around the world. It's just going to continue to reduce the costs. And one thing about Oracle in general, I think that many big companies are starting to become more aware of is their responsibility or our responsibility to the environment and even the community as well. So you don't want AI data centers in your backyard using up all your resources, using up your fresh water, using up your electricity. And Oracle specifically is working really hard to be conscious of this and making sure that decisions are being made with the community in mind in that regard. So I think in the next 10 years, you're going to see the results of Oracle being committed to doing things like that responsibly in terms of how it grows across the landscape, across the various countries around the world.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an eco-friendly way to understand the community and to work with the community.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be like Elon and putting data centers in outer space anytime soon.
Yeah, no,
maybe not 10 years.
Not yet. No, yet.
Maybe in the next year.
I don't know, but we're working on trying to be a little bit more responsible to how we approach the solution.
Yeah, and by the way, I was thinking about the community. You guys have a close way to talk with the community, to listen to them and to bring the solutions into Oracle Apex database and everything else. And what's the main problem or difficulty that you guys have to handle
Necessity.
when you talk with people, then bring it to Oracle to build the solution?
Wow. Well, I think I'll just answer by saying simply, there's always politics involved, right? Just because it's important to you or important to your organization might not mean that it's going to be justified by even our management, right? They have their own intent and ideas and solutions moving forward. They have their own plans. Larry Ellison has his own plans, and we like to follow faithfully in that course of doing things. But just also understand that it was only 3 years ago, Larry Ellison was on stage at Oracle Open World, or Cloud World as it was renamed, when it first started back up in Las Vegas in 2023. He was on stage. I was at one of the booths for Apex, and he was on stage talking about the Apex application generator 3 years ago. And we had no idea what he was going to say. And it was like, there's going to be an Apex application generator. And everybody left that whole keynote speech to come and talk to us about the Apex application generator. What did we want to see it? We're like, whoa, hold on.
No, not now.
We don't know.
Vision. We don't know yet either. But we're going to be working towards making it a reality. And we finally did with Apex 26.1. But the point is, I'm sure Larry got hints and ideas of this is what people want. They want to be able to do this. They want to be able to leverage AI. And it still took time to get there with a solution that worked for the greater majority of our use cases. But one thing that's important about us with working with Apex and improving it as a product is we cannot dramatically change things in a way that break things the way they've been used in the past. So we have various components in Apex that have been the way they are for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and they have to stay that way. So we cannot dramatically change them. We have to pretty much add new components that come up with a new way of doing some of these things, like the AI interactions, the AI assistant. But we have to maintain that backward compatibility, because even though we try to push everyone to stay on the latest release of Apex, the latest release of Ords, the latest release of database, there are still some organizations that are using Apex 5, Apex 18.1, Apex 19. They're long out of support. But if we gave them Apex 26.1 and they had no path to upgrade without breaking their apps, that'd be a problem. So the funny thing is, point of fact, our original release of Apex back in the early days of 2004 was known as HTML-DB. It was released as version 1.5. And an app built in HTML-DB 1.5, you can export and then import into Oracle Apex 26.1, and it'll work. Now, based on the change of themes over the years and CSS and HTML support, some UI tweaks will need to be made for sure. But especially since Apex 5 came out with universal theme, a lot of things have evolved over the years. But the point still remains, you don't have to re-envision or recreate the application from scratch.
Yeah, this is a huge benefit, because with the legacy languages that we use, like Java or maybe like Rust or Python, we always have to just look into these changes when we release a patch, and then we have to read it and understand if it will break my application. So this is a huge benefit of Apex.
Absolutely, and there's some things we just have to get away from over the years, like probably before your time. But we used to support something called Flash, and before Apex 5, all our charts were Flash based. But then Steve Jobs went ahead. Flash, and then Steve Jobs went ahead and killed Flash because it didn't work well on mobile, right? It used up the battery. They called it security. They said it had security issues. So then all of a sudden Apex couldn't use Flash charts anymore. So that all broke when we went over to using Oracle Jet, which is the JavaScript extension toolkit support we have, which gives us Oracle Jet charts that we now support in Apex. So that's one of those examples where we had to make a dramatic change in the way we do things to keep up with security, keep up with modern times. And there are other examples of that go down to the very libraries we use. I mean, we no longer use Mapbox for the map libraries. We're using MapLibra, right? Those things require changes over time. And if you did a lot of API customizations with your code for Mapbox back in the day, does it still work? Well, that might be a thing where you have to reevaluate it and make newer versions of Apex. That's just one little example. And things evolve. And unfortunately, it sometimes requires attention from us as developers to address that. And maybe AI is going to make quicker work of a lot of those things and updating components and making sure they work for modern web browser experiences. But that's one of those things that we're working on to improve overall.
The AI is growing very faster. And you think the faster growth of AI can cause a problem for you in the future, or you think Oracle is prepared to this?
Well, we Larry has positioned Oracle, and so we are positioned as an AI company. We have been always kept with all the updates and everything that has been happening. As one of Oracle's main development platform, or the main development platform, we do have to, just like all our competitors, we do have to keep up with the pace of technology, be part of the pace of technology. We take advantage of the fact that Apex is a set of tools to make everything, we put everything together so people can work with it. And AI in this case here is one more item in this toolkit that we are bringing to keep the productivity high. Of course, there are moments like for a while we didn't have as many AI providers as we do now on 26.1, but that's something we always keep an eye on. We keep up with the trend, and when we have the latest release, we usually bring the features that will not just use those features, those additional, like the additional providers and all, but because anyone can do that, but how can we use them to create something better?
Okay.
And in fact, it's important to understand that we went from Apex 24.2, right? We skipped all of 2025 and then came out with Apex 26.1. And a lot of people are like, why'd that take so long? Because of Apex Lang. We as a team had to take a step back in order to address Larry's vision for Apex going forward as the Apex AI application generator, is that in doing Apex Lang, we had to fundamentally change a lot of the ways that Apex worked, but still supporting all those previous versions of Apex functionality. And that's what has amounted to what Apex Lang is today. And the reality is that break, that time we invested, was to pay off for all these new capabilities.
Yes.
In fact, now that we have the ability, not just for AI assistant working with different AI providers out of the box with no code, we support things like AI agents, we support AI tool calling and function calling, human in the middle interactivity with even client-side invocation of APIs. You actually get dialogues that can pop up in the browser to ask yes, no, or confirm. All these kinds of things that you can use to prompt with the AI interaction. All that comes to life with no code. And that's because of our big investment, not only just in Apex Lang, but in supporting all the latest, greatest features. Yes. And what is important to note, taking that information forward, is we have always, for the major lifespan of Apex, tried to be on a twice-a-year release cycle. This year, we're returning to a twice-a-year release cycle. So we just released Apex 26.1 in May. 26.2 is going to be around the corner later this year.
That's nice.
So and that's going to mean 27.1 next spring, 27.2 next fall, and so on and so forth. Okay. In addition to the patch set exceptions that we publish on regular cadence.
Paulo, yesterday we spoke.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did.
We spoke. If the world had a need excavation, Oracle sales shows. So, do you remember?
Yes.
So this faster growth in AI, so the companies of AI have problems. So like physical problems, like physical ships, and energetical problems. Oracle solve these problems now, or?
Well, I mean, Oracle is trying to go as green as possible with that. It is something that it is hard for us as product managers for Apex to envision, to know what is being envisioned to deliver those energetical solutions. So it is complicated to think like, oh, how is that going to be done? Because usually we get too entangled in in the operational part of our jobs. So it is an information that I can't say is accessible to me at the moment, but there is definitely an idea, because nobody wants to like let's ruin the world and like get rid of all drinkable water. Is definitely not part of an evil scheme or anything like that. But yes, I do believe, like Jason mentioned before, there is an effort to find alternative solutions for those energy demands that are being brought by those AI companies that are trying to like find out the machine god or something.
Right. I mean, we're on the brink of a fusion revolution, right? We're gonna have fusion energy soon. I mean, I saw it in all the movies.
Yeah.
Right? Fusion energy will be here. It won't be a problem, maybe. But at least that's something we're hoping for. Solar's promised so many big things. It's a bit slow, but I think there's a whole lot of opportunity still on the horizon.
Fusion energy.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yes.
It is already happening.
No, there is a difference between fusion and fission.
Yeah.
Not
fusion.
okay.
Like
Not
the sun.
nuclear.
Like the
Yeah.
sun.
Like the sun, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, fusion.
Clean
Clean energy.
nuclear.
Yes.
You're talking about separate the atoms?
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes.
No, that's fission.
Yeah.
Fusion is when you bring them together.
Yeah, bring in.
Infuse them.
So
the clean is the bring
fiction
them together.
is the other opposite.
Think Iron Man.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
That's what we want. We're not there yet, but we'll get there.
Next week.
Well, that's nice.
We'll get
I
there
didn't
next week
know.
or so.
You can
No, I didn't know that.
have a question for your.
That there's a lot of new ways to build energy, clean energy right now, like the hydrogen energy and the use of how can I say the one with the big
Wind energy, like.
Oh yes, wind power.
wind power and
Wind power, solar, all that renewable stuff
Yeah.
is very exciting, but it's just very expensive to put it at scale.
yeah, for sure. But certainly there's a team that is worried about it in Oracle. And
But I mean, think about it. The whole idea with the AI and everyone talking about the AI or the AI demands on energy, it's really pushing the need for something like fusion above and beyond ever before. All we hear in the news is the demand of energy for AI data centers and putting the squeeze on our neighborhoods and our backyards. Well, we need fusion. It's got to happen sooner. Hopefully, it's not 30 years away still. But maybe it's only a few years away. And imagine, you mentioned 10 years from now, maybe we'll have fusion as a reality within 10 years. That'll change. It'll change everything.
We don't know.
Yes.
Maybe.
It'll change everything. Just like AI has changed everything for data and software development in general.
Yeah, and it was so fast. So when they released the ChatGPT, and then everyone else wants to build our LLMs and.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe with energy it will not be different.
If we have unlimited energy, then all those things are possible and it doesn't cost anything.
Exactly. This is the biggest obstacle.
Right.
The energy, the cost of everything else.
Speaking about big obstacles, being product managers, what the big obstacles you have today inside of Oracle?
You guys, you are my biggest obstacle right now.
The clients.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Solution the client's problem.
No, well, to be honest, like I think sometimes the biggest obstacle would be like helping people to understand looking on not pure technical side, helping people to understand the difference between traditional development and database development and AI development. So,
but I think this is just a matter of time.
Yeah, and a matter of like,
I agree with you.
Because sometimes some things are better done in a different way with different things. Think of a car and a motorcycle. There are things that are better done on a motorcycle that are faster.
Yeah.
I am in São Paulo at rush hour. If I'm on a motorcycle, I'll get much faster. Now, if I need to move my entire house, I need a truck. I need at least a big car for that. And there is no point of having the motorcycle. And the understanding of the architecture, because then we have the complex subject of the Oracle database, the Apex platform, the artificial intelligence, and the needs of the person that is implementing the system. So getting all of that together to say, well, this is the best approach for you because everyone wants a recipe, like a fixed recipe. What is the recipe for the next 50,000 applications I'm gonna do? It doesn't exist. And how are you guys going to implement? What is involved in the situation? So that sometimes I see that as the biggest challenge, because we're moving to a point like you show the platform and the person says, oh, it doesn't work for me. And then I go like, why not?
Why not?
Because I'm using XYZ. Then I ask, why are you using XYZ? And then we have to investigate with the customer to get that issue out of the way, to say, well, you are using because you want to do something that is like not appropriate for your own architecture. Maybe we should have a look at at a deeper level instead of just the main presentation.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the fear of the change. You know, people are not used to work with that technology, and then it will think, oh no, this is new. I don't want to understand.
Yeah, I've heard once. The problem with using Apex is that that was before AI. I think I'm getting stupid. And I was like, what? No, I'm not coding so much. So I'm forgetting how to code.
Oh,
I was like, dude, you don't.
story.
Yes.
No,
Dude, you don't need to do everything every time. There are other challenges you need to take over. No, but I like to see the code. I want to see the code of this part. I was like, forget about this part. You're like costing the company money if you just focus on it. You need to look at like the other 90%, the 10,000 backlog items you still need to finish. Forget about this little part here. It is important, but Apex took over that.
yeah.
So
They don't
what
get
else?
out
Yes.
the comfort zone.
And it's funny, the same people are now with AI writing 10,000 lines of code. I think they like to see the code. They want to see the code.
Yeah.
yeah.
They think they're in the Matrix and all that stuff.
Yes. And that I think that's a big challenge sometimes to overcome. Is usually we manage to get, like I manage to get people to understand about it. Some people, and it is always their choice, some people just say, yeah, it's not for me, and I respect that.
This is what happened here in João Pessoa City Hall. We made our first system, and then other people saw how fast we did it and how secure it was, and then they came like crowds and asked for new systems and please build it for us. And
Yeah, many times we have a short time to develop something.
yeah, this is a problem for us.
Yes.
You know? Yes.
Because maybe it is a biggest problem now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think you can't just vibe code something using your AI coding agent today and get it in production because you cannot trust it for
Exactly.
your reputation.
Exactly.
For sure.
But they trust us.
Yeah,
They trust us.
but,
You know?
but the code is not the principal problem of this. The principal problem, maybe it is a planning,
Mhm.
the structure of the system, and modeling the database, and understand the problem of the client.
Yeah, the business requirements have to be.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if I can, I want to kind of answer a little bit more about your question and the biggest obstacle we have as Apex product managers. And I want to do this by explaining the quick history of Apex is that the product became a thing back in 1998 with the first line of PL SQL code written by Michael Hitchcock. He's the father of Apex along with Joel Coleman. And we all report to Michael Hitchcock to this day. He's our senior vice president at Oracle. But having said that, over the years, the Apex team grew to a team of developers of about 40 before the pandemic. Back in 2019, when Paulo said he started getting involved with things, we had about 40 Apex
Just
developers
40.
on the team. And by then, we had delivered Apex 19.1, Apex 19.2. Now, during and after the pandemic, our team grew. We are now over 100 on our Apex development team. But remember, our product is a no-cost feature of Oracle Database. That means sales at Oracle makes no money by selling Apex. It's all about selling database, right? And Oracle
Exactly.
Cloud and other services that go along with it. But my point in illustrating this little scenario is that as product managers, Paulo represents Latin America, mostly Brazil. I represent mostly North America. I kind of go into Central and some of Latin America as well. So I refer to myself as an Apex PM for the Americas. We're two people. How many customers do we have in the Western Hemisphere of planet Earth that are using Oracle database and wanting to learn about Oracle Apex? Now we have other product managers in EMEA. We have Monica Godoy. We have our head of product management, Simon Hunt. He's in London, England. And we have another team in Japan, or not Japan, in JPAC for India. Another 9 of us are there. But the reality is we're really spread out across the world, and we have so many different customers that we want to meet, we want to talk to, we want to present to, we want to do conferences with and do sessions with, and all these different languages that we represent. We're so few people. So if we have less than a dozen product managers on our team, that means 10% of our team is product managers. The other 90 are the developers and other management parts of the team. And our challenge, our obstacle, is being so few, trying to reach so many, and try to do this consistently in a way, doing these tours, doing these conference opportunities, and these sessions. Like I've been trying to do Apex boot camps across North America. We have to do one or more here in Brazil at some point. But the point is it's taking time to grow and be able to address all those needs and still be able to bring back the knowledge and information we have acquired as we engage customers and public service servants as well, and all these other different customer examples that are out there, and bring the different requirements that they have for the product back to our management. And then by the time that happens, well, they're already moving on to the next greatest thing, right? So there's almost a bit of a delay when we get back with certain good information for it to actually make it into the product. So that's kind of illustrating where my perspective is on the bigger obstacles for product.
Sure. So I think we are almost running out of time. We will actually 1 hour, but I have some questions for you guys.
Sure.
Just little answers. So if you guys could define Oracle Apex with one word, sorry, what would be?
Awesome.
Trust.
Okay. Yeah, the two of them. One technology that every developer, one technology or one framework that every developer should study.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say no to both, and I'm gonna say web architecture. Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about. No, that sounds like I got to read documentation. No,
web architecture.
I would say, I mean, honestly, in this day and age, a year ago, I probably wouldn't have said this. I'd be looking at myself in the future laughing. But I really think prompting is a really big new skill.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Googling. You know, we've always had to deal with our mom or dad or our parents to the effect of, Mom, you're not Googling it correctly. I can't find it. Well, it's because you're not searching for it right. The same thing with prompting, working with AI. You're not getting the results you expect because your prompts suck. You got to learn how to do prompting better with the context. And even with Apex, even with Oracle technology in general, you do need to have some understanding of web architecture. You need to have some understanding of Oracle databases, understanding of the table structure, because part of those keywords are what you would use in your prompting. And if you don't have some of those fundamentals, you're not going to be very successful or very good at prompting to get good results.
Yeah, for sure. One skill that is demanded for all developers. I think that's pretty much the same question.
Just one.
Oh, SQL.
SQL?
We know.
Not for all developers, for Oracle developers for sure, but you could be a very succcessful developer and never touch a
think about an Apex. I was thinking about an Apex. I was thinking about an Apex developer. The only moment at all that some technical knowledge is required is like when you have to write a SQL statement.
I think one particular skill is not something that you can definitely be trained on. It's something that you get through experience, and that is patience.
Right?
Because even using prompting
skill.
in 2026, you got to be kind of patient. You got to wait and see what happens, and then you got to not be upset about something that doesn't work out the way you expected, and be okay to start all over.
Yeah.
In a context like that, I would say then something like that persistence, because I usually
Yeah,
hit
yes.
my head against the wall 50 times
Yep.
before I get the result I want.
Yeah, we were talking about technology and everything else, but we cannot forget to talk about soft skills
Yes.
and everything related to this right here in João Pessoa City Halls. That's one of the features, one of the ideas that I try to put inside the head of my developers is that you have to understand all the pipeline, all the concept, and everything that you are working with, so you can bring nice solutions. We are using Apex, and this is a nice tool to build systems and to bring value to the population. But it's really nice, you as a software developer, as an engineer, to understand what you are doing from the top to the bottom. Right?
Yeah.
So what you guys are saying it's really important.
Well, I'd like to leave one quote in everyone's mind. You're probably tired of me with my movie quotes, but it's still so true. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, I know it's a Spider-Man reference, but with Oracle
I
Apex,
like you, Uncle Ben.
Sure. But with Oracle Apex and Oracle Database and on the stack of Oracle Cloud and others, the reality is we have such tremendous power there as developers, but still great responsibility still follows us. Whether it's code review, whether it's security review, whether it's actually using the right components for the right purpose for the user interface or the user experience, there's still a lot of responsibility there. That's not necessarily something that you can be told how to do. You have to learn how to do it. And you have to go through the experience, and part of that process is failing.
Yeah.
We have to learn to fail in order to be successful at some
Exactly.
point. And sometimes we have to fail 3, 4, 5 times the patience and what was the word you used? Persistence, right? To overcome all those failures to eventually get to the point where we're very successful. AI is going to make us more often capable of getting to that success in less time, but the trade-off is it costs money. It's time and
Yeah.
money still.
Exactly. I think maybe it's a problem to people that are using just AI as the main tool to work, because sometimes the people get lazy and they don't want to understand what they are doing. They just copy and paste the thing that they
The
are
people don't
learning.
thinking.
Yeah,
Don't keep studying.
It comes almost from a Stack Overflow issue that used to exist before AI got so
Yes.
popular. People would go to Stack Overflow, the website, the community site where people post questions and then people answer with code snippets. Go to Stack Overflow because a Google response comes back with it. Oh, here's some code, you copy it and paste it, and it works. I'm done. No, don't do that. It's just like, just because AI does something and it looks good on your screen, don't put it in production. Don't bet your life or your job on it or your organization's reputation on it without somebody else taking a look at it.
Yes,
The people don't taking a part of code and put inside the box of code.
Yeah.
The people just send all code for the AI and returns all code corrected to me and bring again and take again.
It's a gamble.
We-
Some kind of gambling that I like
it's
to
a
do.
node problem.
We used to have the Stack Overflow programmer.
Oh yes.
We used to
That
have
has
those
happened.
guys.
That has happened. Every
And-
team has probably had a Stack
Yes.
Overflow
We're always trying to get the easy way to get things done. I think.
without understanding how the different APIs
yeah.
work, what
Yeah.
the different code approaches work. What's a CTE? Who cares?
I don't know.
Just- What's an analytic function?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it seems to work when I paste it in.
Yeah. Why is this code different? I just found it on Stack Overflow, pasted here, and it worked.
and
I don't know what it does,
And
but
now,
I don't know
since
what it
AI is
is.
on the scene, it's no longer about Stack Overflow. It's
Yeah.
AI. It's
AI.
ChatGPT. Claude Code told me to do this. Oh, okay. You're okay, Paulo. Don't worry about that
I'm
raise.
right. Yeah.
Well, very nice, guys.
Yes.
So,
Our time.
I think that our time just runs out, and I want a huge thanks to you guys to
Yeah.
come here and to share your perspective. And you can follow UMTI into the Instagram and the social media of the guys here. And a huge thank for you guys.
Thanks for having
Very
us.
much to participating. Our conversation is extremely great and excellent. We can community community to share knowledge and change experiences. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having us. And for everyone listening, if you want to learn more about Oracle Apex, literally go to oracleapex.com. You'll be able to actually even sign up for a free workspace and start using the product completely for free. We have access there on our website to all our blogs, videos. We also host an Oracle Apex office hours semi-regularly. And right now we're about to complete our 8-part series on Apex 26.1's new features next Thursday. So we have all of those actual episodes being recorded and available on our website also at apex.oracle.com/office hours or oracleapex.com/office hours.
Okay.
So you have a bunch of different options in getting to the good information.
Okay.
Nice. So we will share the links here.
Okay, great.
So thank you guys.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.